Hi everyone, and welcome to your Money Q&A question of the day. I'm your host, Stacy Johnson, and this answer is brought to you by MoneyTalksNews.com, serving up the best in personal finance news and advice since 1991. Our question today comes from Grace, and her question is, would you advise anyone to buy stocks in marijuana companies? Now, here's a question I actually never thought that I would be answering, but yet here I am. As you may know, marijuana is now legal in many parts of the United States, and there are companies, including companies that are publicly traded, that you can invest in. So you can actually own a piece of the marijuana market. When I was growing up, investing in marijuana meant spotting your dealer some money so they could go out and buy pot, but now apparently it's completely different. So I've got a few points I want to make on this question, Grace. First of all, investing in any individual company is risky versus investing in a whole bunch of them through a vehicle like a mutual fund. So buying any individual stock is riskier than buying a whole bunch of stocks. That should be obvious. But another thing too is that the marijuana industry is new. It's a fledgling industry, and there's a lot of players that probably won't survive. That makes it even riskier. So I would be very, very careful about investing in marijuana. Another thing to consider is the regulatory environment. I can't think of any other industry that's been legal in one state but federally illegal. And the new administration, the Trump administration, has made noises about they're not real happy with Jeff Sessions, our Attorney General, is not real happy with marijuana. He doesn't like marijuana. He doesn't like that it's legal in some states. So this makes it even riskier. So I would be very, very careful. Now, if you decide to go forward and invest in marijuana anyway, I want you to avoid penny stocks. Not just in marijuana, actually, in anything. Penny stocks are very, very risky. And when you have fledgling industries like this one, you'll often have these little companies, and they're called penny stocks for a reason, because these are stocks that literally cost 25 cents a share, maybe up to a couple of bucks like that. But it's an underregulated market, and it's a very risky market. So I want you to steer clear of anything that might sound like a penny stock. So I've given you lots of reasons not to look at marijuana stocks. Let me tell you a couple of ways you might invest that I'd be happier with. Number one, looking at a tangential investment. In other words, not directly into a marijuana company, but into one that might benefit from the marijuana industry. For example, Scotts Miracle-Gro. Here's a company that's supplying these growers with chemicals to help their plants grow. They're benefiting from the industry, but it's not directly tied to marijuana. There are also pharmaceutical companies. One of them is Corbus Pharmaceuticals, that has tried to develop treatments using cannabis to develop treatments for disease. So this is an established pharmaceutical company that might benefit from medical marijuana. So these are some ways that you might benefit from the trend of investing in marijuana without directly investing in something that could be highly risky. So I hope that answers your question. And in the meantime, let's close today with our quote of the day. And that's going to come from Stephen Richards. And he said, "If the great internet connects us all, then why are so many of us becoming increasingly isolated?" That's a little food for thought. Okay, guys, have a great day. Make it a profitable one. And meet me right here next time.